I played for the Miami Marlins. I started playing in 2016. I'm in career year 2024.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Battling against Garrett Cole with his 2.81 ERA. Yeah, I started in AAA 2016, is year 2024 now. And I currently have the most losses in my career ever. Past the All-Star game.
The corner of 20th and Blake, live at Coors Field in Denver. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies will try to wrap up the three-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next.
Does not see it.
Garrett Cole gets the start for Colorado in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Roll. They've lost the first two nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin, first 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the 6th spot can keep it going. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he could do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roll, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Stepping in now, Charles DeLong, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Machado on the move, and the inning is over.
Machado.
Now in the box, big dog Bobo. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. These Rockies guys, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up. They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane on a long road trip.
Oh,
you know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight. Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a base. Three.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jermaine Parson. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Bobo, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Irizarry has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Well, today's game provides the Rockies with a chance to finish the job and complete a series sweep, guys.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
So we got him swinging. Juan Calderon goes down for the second out in the bottom half. And you see it right there on your screen. Strikeout number 200 for him on the year, as he has been very difficult to solve this season.
Johnny Pringle.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on.
It looked like, from our perspective, he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up. Now the famous Red Rock formations found here in Colorado. Welcome back to daytime baseball. Leading off the inning, Rick Oliver, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball. Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Aquino is in pursuit. He's there and records the first out. So striding forward now, Juan Escalona. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he lays off there, 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And it's fouled away.
No.
1 out, nobody on.
Anyway.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Escalona is retired, 2 down now. Into the box, Garrett Cole. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he gets ahead 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Count remains at 0-2. Fouled off. The next 0-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in for his second at bat, Big Dog Bobo. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. Took a wave at 1 around the shins with no luck.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Play ball.
Striding in once again, Ernest Burnett. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him.
And that comes off.
A bouncer up the middle. Mathiasen is up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Now at the plate, Tyler Ware. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Pitch on the way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Mathiasen has it. And there's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Charles DeLong. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Sent on the ground out to second. Schaefer ranges to his left. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Practice.
In now for Colorado, Jermaine Parson. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First offering on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
And there's the first hit of the game for Colorado. Throw into second. And he'll pull into second with one away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Irizarry.
Relay, here we go, relay.
And he makes the catch for the second out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Grounder down the first baseline. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will...
I did it again.
Standing in, big dog Bobo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And that misses, ball one. Now it's 2-0, and with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Into the bleachers and gone.
Oh! Big Daddy Bobo goes yard.
So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the...
Digging in to try it again, Juan Escalona will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. 1-2 now.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Rob Cortez.
Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And that misses 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
A ball and 2 strikes now. No runs, just one hit and one error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. And he struck him out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And this is low, ball one.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Ball even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up. Stepping in, big dog Bobo, and an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
This pitch is popped up. Ware takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
Left the runner hanging.
Leading off the inning, Tyler Ware, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this lead to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And there's one down now. Coming to the plate now, Charles DeLong. First pitch on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. No runs, just one hit and one error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. This one's down to third. Gold right there, and that's the second out. Digging in once again, Jermaine Parson.
Now batting, left fielder, Jermaine.
First delivery to him on the way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Juan Calderon, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box, Johnny Pringle. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Into the box now, Rick Oliver. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Still 8-0.
Go Marlins. Psych.
So stepping in, Big Dog Bobo. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
In now, Armando Aquino. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready on 1 and 2. Chopped weakly to the left.
On the bag, right here, on the bag.
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Yeah.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Pringle is there. Let's see if they try it. And they decide not to push things here with 1 away as he'll hold on at third base. Ready for another chance, Darren Irizarry. Hard ground ball to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in his zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Digging in now, Juan Escalona starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Hey, Rocky fans, don't forget that light rail is a fast and efficient means of transportation to and from Coors Field. There are 3 light rail stations near the ballpark, with the most convenient stop being at Union Station on the C line. Use public transportation and support Generation On. Fans, summer has officially arrived, and there's no better way to beat the heat than by joining us right here at the ballpark. With lots of giveaways, promotions, and great baseball to come, you can't lose. Pick up a pocket schedule at any stadium ticket window and come out to the ballpark this summer.
Alrighty.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Here's another 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. And he's retired, one away. Eric Sammons will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Salmon.
In there, no balls and a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. High in the air down the right field line. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2. Settling in now, Ernest Burnett. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Schaefer moving to his right. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Fish jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Big Dog Bobo earned his 9th win of the year as he allows only 1 hit in 9 full innings. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon.
9 innings, 1
First
hit.
for the victorious Miami Marlins, 9 runs.
Did a lot better in the 6th and the 7th inning than I did in the first 5 innings. Want me to ruin your night, or do you want to wait and find out from someone else? No. They're sending Mark home. There's no treatment for him. She didn't say anything about that, whether they figured anything out, but according to the doctor, he said that there's nothing they could do for him and that treatment would probably kill him. So what she said, they're basically is they're sending him home anyway, right, whatever it's doing to him right now. she's hoping that some people come stop by and visit him. I told her that I would let you know because you have more people's contacts than I do. So if you want to do that, I'm sure she would appreciate that. So, yeah, she's on her way back up to the hospital now. She has to come home and take a shower and get her done. She's going back up to the hospital now I think she said she's staying with him the night, and they're going to release him tomorrow. And then they're gonna start sending hospice. Do some medical things that, hospice does. And that's basically it. That's what she said. The doctor said that if they treated him for anything right now, that it would probably kill him. So yeah, that's the situation now. I know that he was taken to the hospital middle of last week. They took him up to the hospital, but I didn't actually contact him until this past week. But that's what she found out today. So he's being sent home, and the hospice will be helping take care of him. She said she don't know if they're going to come every day or every other day or 2 or 3 times a week. Hopefully that's what he gets. Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain to Stephanie. It's not exactly a bad thing that he's getting sent home because he can be comfortable, and obviously if he has any visitors, it's a lot more easier for people to come visit him at home than it is at the hospital. So sorry about the bad news. Yeah, he's still here. Alright, I'm gonna call Lisa, talk to Chris. Alright. Yep. Thanks, Rick. Later. Lisa, where's Chris? Stephanie just called. They're sending Mark home. They're not going to treat him because they believe that treatment would kill him. They're going to set up hospice to come see him every day, every other day. I don't know. She's going back to the hospital right now. Well, she's just got home or whatever. I don't know what she's doing right now. She said she's going back up to the hospital to spend the night with him. But apparently the bump on his shoulder is too bad right now to do anything to it, or to try to do anything to it. And the little tumor that's on the back of his brain is, she said, she believes is starting to affect him. Yeah, he has a tumor on the back of his brain. He's had that. That's been there, but we've known about that ever since he went to the hospital. It was like a size of a nickel or size of a quarter on the back of his brain. And he's got 2 holes in his lungs. They weren't very concerned about that. They were concerned about the mass on his shoulder, the neck. So she pulled the doctor to the side and demanded that he tell her the truth, the honest to God truth, and he said that there's nothing they can do for him. That treatment would kill him. So, like I said, they're going to release him sometime tomorrow. You know where he lives, right? He lives right on that street where Bernie's is at. Not Union, but the street that crosses Union where Bernie's drive-thru's at. It's like 6 or 7 houses down. I think it's the only one with a brand new white pickup truck in the driveway. For now, anyway. I guess they put a catheter into his lungs, and I think she said one for his heart also, because the heart area and his lungs have been filling with liquid because of the cancer, because of the lung cancer. So he was fine up until he was on vacation. Got sick, went to the hospital. They pulled the fluid out of his lungs. Or no, Alliance sent him home or something like that. And then she took him to Mercy or Potemkin, one or the other, I don't know which one it was. And they pulled fluid out of his heart and his lung cavity areas. And that's when they found that he had tumors on his shoulder and his lungs. I don't know when they found out about the one on the back of the neck. So basically, they're sending him home to be comfortable. And they said there's nothing they can do for him at the hospital that hospice care couldn't do for him at home. So I called Rick and has more contacts through work and everything to let everybody know. Yeah. Alright, yeah, that's it. Yep, yep. Well, I'll talk to you later. Later.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
So glad that my team lost 4 games in a row. Oh. Really? He's still standing there. Go, baby. First bullpen on 18. Let's do it. San Diego. Michael Olivo. 2-8. James Harvey, Will Myers, Greg Miller, David Joe, Rick Case, Eric Gonzalez, Derek.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the San Diego Padres and the Miami Marlins. Kenny Mathiasen, one of the league's most prolific power hitters, continues his hunt for a home run crown. Next, Big Dog Bobo gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy here is one of the top strikeout pitchers in all of baseball. Over 200 strikeouts on the season. And this day and age where we don't see pitchers go that deep into games and pitch well over 200 innings, that's saying something. If this guy is on, it could be lights out and lots of Ks.
Now to the plate, Andrew Gilbert. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And a called strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games. Behind 0-2 now. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now another 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Digging in, Will Myers. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Irizarry. And that's the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, David Cho. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Padres leave a pair. And now the Marlins will have a crack at.
That was a bad first inning.
At the plate, Ricky Case, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Way out in front.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side. Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather. Pick it and grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
Eric Gonzalez comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes.
Wow.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2-1. Called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Dribbled to the right side. And there are 2 away now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Padres down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Hey, I get a bat.
Ready now for the Marlins. Big dog Bobo. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at them with a smile on my face. 5 hours in the plane with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape. on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is coming to the plate now. Michael Olivo, 9-1-2 due up.
Michael Olivo.
There's a fastball right over the inside corner, and Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
So he got him swinging. Michael Olivo is retired to kick off the inning. First offering on its way. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. To the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. So striding in, James Harvey. He singled his last time up.
James Harvey.
And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1. Third inning, no score to this point. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Home half of the third coming up, no score. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off.
Will Myers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Ball 1.
Oh.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Come on.
Sent on the ground out to second. Schaefer comes up with it, and there's out number 2. So digging in now, David Cho. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And they start him out away with a cold strike. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Two and two. Fly ball out toward right field. Irizarry has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in the switch hitter, Ricky Case. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The windup and the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Schaefer over to his left, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Stepping up to the plate, Eric Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Hit down the third base line. Again, he sends it out of play. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Catcher Derek Norris is in. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Irizarry, and that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Big Dog Bobo. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Michael Olivo, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. In there, strike 1. Popped him up. Schaefer is there. 1 out. Next to the plate for the Padres, Andrew Gilbert. Here's the first pitch to him. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Irizarry will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. At the plate, James Harvey.
The batter, shortstop.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Harvey.
Here's a strike. Missed with a breaking ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This is hit softly to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Okay, no strikeouts against the Padres.
Here's Will Myers, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Hit out towards second. Schaefer is there, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Ready for another shot now, Greg Miller. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Miller.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
Fouled off. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And he struck him out.
Wow.
And that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Ready once again, David Cho. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be, so I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Up next for Miami, big dog Bobo. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Striding into the box, Ricky Case. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in, Eric Gonzalez.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Gonzalez.
First offering on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. One out, nobody on. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into right field for a single. So the two-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
The 1-0 home. Laid off, but in there for strike one. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. One left for San Diego. They're down 1-0.
Gonna come in. Nope.
Now batting, Andrew Gilbert. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Andrew Gilbert.
Here's the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Stepping into the box, James Harvey. That's lifted the other way out to left.
Well, sweet. Back to
2 down here in the 9th. Into the box now, Will Myers. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Now the pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And now this crowd of around 24,000 supporters come to their feet. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Marlins
San Diego again. And the team won it again. Oh, that's San Diego. Nationals still have Bryce Harper. The 400 strikeout. 3 to the Jeopardy.
Afternoon baseball now from beautiful Marlins Park in Miami, Florida. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Miami Marlins. Ray Bynum tries to keep pace in the National League batting race. First pitch is next. Big Dog Bobo gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Stepping up now, Ray Bynum. He's currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here, to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
Marisnick is after it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, Ray Palacios. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Ray Palacios.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there, because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
He froze him on the fastball there. Ray Palacios goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. Schaefer fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and decided. Set to get his day started, Rafael Vasquez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Takes a knee-high fastball. Flee to the left. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. In now for Washington, Dwayne Dages, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Dages brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Standing in, Ramon Pulido. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Big Dog Bobo.
Yeah, little brat.
Big Dog Bobo.
Here comes the first pitch. Way out in front. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Chavez, the runner at third. Cruz over at second. Schaefer at first, one gone. The next 1-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. So coming to the plate, Robert Pullman, and they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. It's taken for strike 2.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Haas is up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Digging in, Kareem Blackwell. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Kareem Blackwell is out number 2 here in the third inning.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Standing in now, Julio Armas. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 4 and the Nationals nothing. Into the box now, Ray Bynum. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Ray Bynum.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. Yanked fouled off to the right. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches.
Hey. Fouled off.
We all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
The 2-2 one more time. Still even at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Count remains 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Ray Bynum goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. In now, Ray Palacios.
Ray Palacios.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
That's up.
And he fouls this one off. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in, and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Up next for Washington.
So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Smoke toward third. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Into the corner and slicing foul. This year against right-handed pitching, Vasquez hits a little over the 270 mark. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. High pop-up. Schaefer waits on it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And that ends the... Stepping into the box, Big Dog Bobo. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
2 balls and a strike. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Marlins right now would do anything to get a leadoff walk to get this inning started.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Christopher McCauley. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. On the ground is short. This could be 2. He's got it. There's 1. On to first, a double play. Leading off the inning, Dwayne Dages, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Ready now, Ramon Pulido. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there for strike 1. Pulido drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The 3 true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Ramon Pulido becomes the second out here in inning number 5.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Into the box, Robert Pullman, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Digging in and looking for more, Big Dog Bobo, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First offering on its way, and that one just missed outside. Hit on the ground out to short. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches. Stepping in, Kareem Blackwell will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. McCauley on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Irving Segura will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Ball one. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The 1-1. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ray Bynum as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
There's a strike. Pops this one up. Chavez is under it, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And the inning. At the plate, Ray Palacios will start things off here for Washington with Bryce Harper on deck due to hit second. The hole. And that's through into right, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
2-2 the count. The 2-2. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Palacios aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled away. So a full count now.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Again, he sends it out of play. The next 3-2. Dribbled to the right side. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2. And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th. And with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rafael Vasquez.
Rafael Vasquez.
He's set and the pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Missed with a breaking ball. Hard hit at third. Scooped up one there. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. Striding in now for the Nats, Dwayne Dages. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And now the second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder. Ramon Pulido waits on deck. And a full count now, 3-2. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Ramon Pulido is sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping in now, Robert Pullman. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Marisnik. He gets there, but he missed it. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Yeah, looked like an easy play from where I'm sitting, but I think he took it for granted and basically whiffs on the darn thing, allowing the runner to move to second on a 2-base error.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Lifted the other way out to left center. McCauley is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Washington, they need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. So here now's the pitcher, Big Dog Bobo. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Striding in, Carlo Ramirez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
2-0 now.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
Now the 3-0 offering is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
And he misses with it, ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ray Bynum. Lazy fly ball out to center field.
2-2-2.
McCauley comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Now in the box, Ray Palacios. He singled his last time up. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Ramirez stands at first with 1 out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Step on the bag for 1.
Oh. I forgot the first. Okay,
and now Bryce Harper. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Ready with the 1-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
A 7-0 shutout final today. The Miami Marlins took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Big Dog Bobo earns his team-leading 11th win as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Julio Armas allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Miami Marlins.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. The Fish attempt to break out the brooms in this 3-game series right after this. David Aguilera will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Coming a half games behind.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is right now. You grab your gloves to run out on the field for the bottom of the first inning, and you got a 4 spot, a crooked number up on the board for your pitcher. They're feeling super confident about the way they're playing.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing if that man hitting 8 can continue to stay hot. Yeah, 8. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed. Confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. Brian Crowley would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Marlins lead it. So striding forward now, big dog Bobo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
So he racks up the next Cub up, Brian Crowley, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Strike two as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. A fastball that just misses inside.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
Anders takes it in. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. So in now for Chicago, Starlin Castro. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Hit out toward second. Schaefer ranges to his right. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Gary France. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Now at the plate, George Pena. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Standing in, Juan Angel. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. And there's out number 2. Into the box, David Aguilera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Lays off 1-0 on the season. Aguilera is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
3-0 to him now. And that's finally over for a strike.
1 strike.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Hit back up the middle. Mathiasen has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Tommy La Stella, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Tommy La Stella.
Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that, a lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Page is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Under it is Marisnik, 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Derek Egbert. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's set. Here it comes. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the... Stepping in and ready for another shot, Big Dog Bobo. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they face. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Ball 2.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Line towards center field. Egbert is there, and he has it for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned...
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Brian Crowley, leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Leadoff man retired now for the shortstop, Starlin Castro. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball. Striding in once again, Gary France. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a ball, 1-0. France, a native of the island of Jamaica, is usually found in left, but in this one he's manning the other corner outfield spot in right. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees. Three and one to the Cubs left fielder.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or you just pitch around them?
Settling under it is Marisnik for out number 2. Digging in to try it again. George Pena comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Sliced hard down the left field line, and this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. Castro is on his way home, and a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
And a curveball that time that broke too low.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Pena stands at second with 2 gone. He stays alive, still 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Marisnik, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, David Aguilera. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. A sizzler that time, but the leadoff man is retired to begin the home 6th.
Now batting, third baseman, Tommy LaStella.
Ball 1. One and 1 to Tommy LaStella. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. A high fastball is in there. And that misses 2-2. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Tommy LaStella goes down for the 2nd out here in the bottom half. Now at the plate, Garrett Page, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And that misses for ball 1.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate, he has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Popped him up. Cruz moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across. So stepping in, Big Dog Bobo. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
Come on.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded back up the middle. Castro's got it. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2. Leading off the inning, Derek Egbert, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Into the box now, Brian Crowley. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Brian Crowley is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
The shortstop, number 13.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That misses 2-0.
Well, that's not where he wanted that curveball. It kind of backed up and stayed in. That can be effective sometimes, but it usually doesn't have the same hard bite.
2-1 now. The 2-1 home. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work. Digging in once again, Gary France. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. Now the relay home, and it's not in time. He's safe as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Trying to pick things up where he left off. George Pena. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. France leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Fly ball right down the line in left. Marisnik is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out. So a crucial moment here, and standing in Juan Angel, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1, and that's by him. It's 0-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies, and that one stayed too low apparently.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come to the strike zone?
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Just got a piece up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll look. Lawrence Robinette is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Marlins.
Good job.
Milwaukee. Nicholas, Adam Lucas, Damian Fletcher, Kevin Davies. This whole team is on fire. Got 170 innings. Get my 400 strikeout. Keep that shit going.
From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Big dog Bobo is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What's your take on him, Dan?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock. I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And this is fouled at the plate. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Number 70 is the second out of the opening frame.
Batting third.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Just starting things out here in South Florida. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Kevin Davies is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Here it comes on 0-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
More batters.
Milwaukee leaves 1. Now the Marlins will see what they. Next for Milwaukee, Diego Murillo. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions. at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
In now, Stephen Godwin. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Pulled toward right center field. McCauley sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. In now, John McNair. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Right fielder, John.
Right there for strike 1. Rounded to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So now the Brewers pitcher, Dusty Cervantes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Oh, it was a 14 too.
So a solo shot here to left center field. 19th home run for him on the season. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0. Standing in now, number 70.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Digging in now, Big Dog Bobo. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Shot weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Ready for another chance. Damian Butcher. He reached on a single in his first try.
Damian Butcher.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Digging in now for the Brewers, Kevin Davies. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Up.
Here's a pop-up now. Anders has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now to the plate, Diego Murillo. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count. And a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1 count, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, McCauley. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Brewers strand one, but they're on top 1-0. Digging in, Stephen Godwin comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Stephen Godwin.
That's a long way to be bringing home rally from. I don't want it soggy and wet. Well, in some parts of the activities. Be careful, honey. There's that.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, John McNair. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hot shot down the line.
Oh, here we go.
And that's through for a base hit, making 1 for 2 in this one.
A base line hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Ricky Miklas, runner in scoring position with Sugan. And that's in there, base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the... Settling in now, number 70. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Comes set with the 0-1. Line drive to center field. McCauley patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Kevin Davies. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball 1.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. Coming to the plate now, Diego Murillo. He singled his last time up. And that's in there for a strike. And he misses with it, 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Milwaukee leaves one. At the plate, Big Dog Bobo will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they face other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Popped him up. Montoya in foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2.
There you go. Make the turn. Have a look.
And that's the first out. So digging in now, Derek Montoya. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Now the 2-0. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. The 2-1. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Schaefer comes up with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Stepping up to the plate, Stephen Godwin. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just misses with a curveball. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked the guy up with it.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Count even at 2-2. 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left.
Come on, team.
Ready now for the Marlins. Big Dog Bobo. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
High in the air out to center field. Davies is after it, and that's the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Dallas Jacobs. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to third.
That was a rocket.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So striding in, Ricky Miklas. First pitch on its way. Here's that little sinker right over the outside corner.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The next 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Grounder down the line at third. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. At the plate, number 70. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of,
wow.
As that one, without a doubt, is gone.
And he was totally dialed in for the first 2 hitters, seducing a couple of easy grounders. Then he catches way too much of the plate on the third guy, and it winds up in the seats. Sometimes you can fall in the trap of not focusing all the way through the end of an inning. When you're rolling out there on the mound, that might have happened here.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Stepping in now, Kevin Davies, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. George Badalucco comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
George Badalucco.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Milwaukee Brewers capitalized on a 9th inning on the way to the win. Will Smith gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Ramon Soto wraps it up for the save, his 28th on the season.
Are you
so
serious?
that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
For the Marlins, 4 runs on 5 hits.
He gave up 5 hits.
No errors.
Oh, wow.
They left 9 running on.
Oh, didn't get the win. That's terrible. Absolutely.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
You know what? I'm done.